Hello viewers, welcome to the platform where you can find rational approach of each and every concept. Now, I believe that learning must be in a rational or reasonable way. Now, coming to the today's topic, general principles of criminal liability. See, firstly, before understanding the general principles of criminal liability, you must understand what is criminal liability. Criminal liability means a legal responsibility of a person for committing a crime. If a person commits crime, then it becomes upon that person a criminal liability. So, criminal liability means a legal responsibility for committing a crime. That's it. Now, I would like to ask a question. See, before means court punishes criminal. There are a fundamental building blocks of criminal law before court punishes someone. And these are firstly, before a court punishes someone, it generally asks three questions. Was there a prohibited act? Okay. Was there a prohibited act? Next, was there any required guilty state of mind? And third, is there any legal defense available? These three questions, upon these three questions, asking for that person, after that, court comes to the conclusion whether he will be liable for the criminal act or not. So these are the building blocks of criminal law. So the next thing is formula of criminal liability. In most crimes, criminal liability equals to actus reus, that means a physical act, mens rea, that means a mental state, and there will be no valid defense because there are many self defenses which are available under BNS or IPC. So, for imposing a criminal liability upon a person, there must be three elements, and these three elements must be satisfied: actus reus, mens rea, and no valid defense. For example, A intentionally stabs B. Is there any physical act? Yes. And what is that? Stabbing. Okay. First element is fixed. Now next, is there any mental state? That means a intention or motive to kill a person. Yes, he has the mental state intentionally, intention to kill. Second element is also satisfied. And is there any defense available? See, firstly, he intentionally stabs B, so there is no valid defense for insanity. So, no legal defense. Third element is also satisfied. Now, therefore, who is criminally liable here? A. A is criminally liable. I hope everything is clear. See, firstly, we discussed about general principles of criminal liability. Criminal liability means the legal responsibility of a person for committing a crime. And before a court punishes someone, it generally asks three fundamental building blocks of criminal law. That is, was there any prohibited act, and was there any required guilty state of mind, and is there any legal defense available to that person? And if these three fundamental building blocks of criminal law are satisfied, then the person will be held liable for criminal act. And in the next video, we will be discussing in detail of actus reus and mens rea. I hope this is clear, and with best regards, wishing you all the success. Thank you, viewers.